Yeah, we're streaming now.
Dear Lord. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting episode of A Clearer's Guide to Adventuring. I, of course, am your not sleepy this time GM, Kieran. I do apologise for last week because I had not gotten a lot of sleep and I was crazy. God damn it, dog.
Every time he knows that you're
Every
streaming.
time. It was like an hour of silence beforehand, and then like as soon as I started streaming, nom, 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 nom.
It's a weird dog sound.
You just gotta tell him 3 letters and they'll shut up forever.
Key!
No, ATF.
Attention.
It's not a
Tree.
thing you withdraw money from.
Attention tree fucker, I don't know.
No, the Department of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms. They have a reputation for shooting your dog.
Oh.
Well,
Great!
on that bombshell. Sorry for being sleepy last time. Don't know how the hell we got onto like the ATF. I'm not American, I don't care. But
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not sleepy this time. Happy ready to go. With me again is not Romain because he's sleeping and because we're like 20 hours ahead.
Hello, I'm not Romain.
And wait your goddamn turn.
Sure.
Joining me, I have a couple of very special friends for you today, boys and girls. We have playing. Well, I'll let him tell Zach. Go introduce yourself.
I'm an idiot. I have a big fucking hammer. I'm a werewolf, and I fucked up last session because I'm sick. Yeah, I'm playing Bard, as you know, and yeah, he did a dumb, as dumb people do. Yeah, go ahead, Shep.
Hi, I'm Shep, and I play a cat girl called Emmy.
G'day, mate.
The Eldritch fucking Master is not here this time.
I'll play Ethan Flavio. He's a cunt, but I like to do evil things. And nobody will know what's going on. Fucking.
I mean,
And then don't forget the weird noises that you make. Don't forget.
he doesn't do them during stream, God.
I'm joking.
But no.
He may appear later, we don't know.
He'll be here. He just needs time to awaken. Until then, I was going to ask, would anyone like to recap what happened on the last exciting episode?
Okay, I guess.
We went to Goldline, and shit happened.
So yes, we took the teleporter to Goldwine, where we meant to go to the Infernal District to speak with the secretary of the ambassador there in order to get access to the city of Diz, where we need to go find out where this mage or magician called Bigby. Unfortunately, while we were talking to the secretary, the king bitch himself, the Rakshasa Bob, came in and he was like, "Hey, I see you trying to sign a contract with this person. Sign it with me instead. Oh, and also I'm not letting her help you." It's like, damn it. And we're like, "Okay, we'll do it with you, but I shall do it," said Emmy. And she stuck forward as a blinding light went behind her and all the angels started singing, while the other ones looked like they were made out of rubble. Anyway.
So Emmy had like a schizophrenic episode for a second.
Yeah, everyone else is just normal. It's just like Emmy just stood there with her chest out. But yes, she decided to go sign a contract with him. She didn't sign it straight away. They decided to look it over first. He tried to sneak in an extra deal, so we managed to get that out, and we had managed to add our own terms before signing the contract, where Emmy would be bound by it and the others wouldn't. We were about to go on our way when the Rakshas was like, "Oh, where do you think they're going? It's only you." And it's like, "Where does it say in the contract you can't do that?" And then we left because he couldn't answer us. So then we just left. And then we were making our way to the teleporter to head... No, wait. We went to go speak with our good old gnome companion, who was at the goldsmiths, jewelers, something like that.
Yeah, he's a jeweler.
Yeah. And he's also an artificer where he was making our airship. So we decided to check up on him to make sure if it was done yet. He had managed to do his first prototype, and he said that he was willing to do a test flight with us, as he was about to contact us anyway. So we talked to him. He says that we can take it, but Emmy also informs him that the people that we got from the underground, the skeleton people, were wishing to speak to him, specifically one famous guy called Shingle, who had made ancient technologies and what the prototype designs were based off of. So he was like, yeah, sure, man. We're like, cool, hop aboard. And then
we told him that he was undead.
yeah, and he was like, oh, well, that's okay, as long as he's smart. And then we set sail for the ship, scared everyone in Goldwine, and Captain Emmy and the crew went on their adventure.
And Emmy got a little captain hat. It was adorable.
Yes. It's probably a bit
There
too...
was a tricorn that was just there because he was like, every good maiden voyage needs someone beyond the tricorn.
Yes. And then we set sail into the day as we went off to go to the Wolfsword Ruins to drop off the Artificer.
You did indeed.
Barbus is his name, I just remembered.
Barbus.
Barbus Tigrin. At your service.
Is it Tigrin or Tagrin?
Tagrin.
Yeah.
Tagrin. Yeah.
Isn't that from...
What?
Isn't that from that sword...
What?
The steep sword.
What?
The steep sword?
What?
The seat sword, you know, with the undead and this cold, and it's got you know nothing, Jon Snow.
Huh? Game of
No,
Thrones.
I was gonna say, are you asking about a certain song that may contain both ice and fire?
No,
Yeah,
no,
it's like
Tagrin. Tagrin, isn't
like
that a name from Sword of the Stone or whatever? Fuck, it was called.
Sword in the Stone.
You're really getting
Oh yeah, Excalibur with fucking zombies and dragons.
Hey, there's been a lot of shows, okay, based in medieval times. Leave me alone.
Yeah, but Excalibur, but with fucking incest and murder.
George R.R. Martin doesn't fucking own the rights to the name, okay? And that was a first name, that is his last name. I contain fucking fair use. And if
Yeah, I
like,
don't-
Santa Claus the second wants to come get me, then so be it.
Yeah, Shep, I don't think King Arthur fucked his sister.
I thought
I mean,
you did.
you read the books?
What? Wait, did he actually?
I remember some sort of passage like that.
You'll have to read the epic adventures of
Oh shit!
An
Anyway.
asshole.
Wasn't Morgana his sister, and they sort of had sex at some point?
No, but
Oh,
I mean, like,
fuck.
you need to remember, this is the guy that like the entire like population of Camelot die, so it preserved the natural order of things.
Yeah.
He was definitely lawful neutral. Was not good.
Anyway,
But no, as we get back into the Sandra,
Yeah.
you guys are you have set out from Goldwine over towards the Dragon Mountains, and you are currently soaring just under the clouds. That is why you guys are. I mean, you've only ever really seen a view like this once before in your life, and that was on the back of the dragon. And imagine like having never really seen views like this apart from being on a building, seeing the world the way that a bird does. You're now seeing entire landscapes stretch out before you. The roads just like little stretches of. They look like ink on paper, honestly. The people looking like nothing more than ants, and the problems that have been worrying you for so long, honestly, seem kind of small from all the way up here. As the sun's on your back, it's actually, I imagine it's like midday now at this point, I think. So it's probably just after 12. So the sun is the highest in the sky. Not a cloud in the sky. Well, there's clouds, but like definitely more. Like there was heavy cloud, and you can tell it's like starting to break away. It's probably going to be quite a sunny day later on. As you guys are now probably just starting to breach into the top of the Dragon Mountains. Well, starting to breach into the Dragon Mountains. And it is freezing up here. Like, especially both because of like the mountainous climate and, you know, the altitude you guys are at. Yeah, without like warmer clothes or like some kind of, you know, some means of intervention, you're probably not going to be very comfortable up at the height you are. So what are you guys doing?
ooh.
I'm driving, and Emmy's having the time of her life. It's like, yes, it's so cool. Have we like gone over the clouds, or like we surfing on the top of them, or are we like just?
Remain just came online.
Yes.
Currently, you are under the clouds. Like you are just like you're gonna have to probably get and like over them soon because the mountains are there's a very steep incline. Like you should be okay right now, but you can clearly tell that you're gonna have to reach up a while. You know, just for how steep these mountains are. So you're probably gonna need to like ascend quite rapidly soon.
Okay. So I start like doing that, and then as we get close, I put my hand in it and like trying to grab clouds.
I don't think you can grab. Can you grab clouds? That's a good question.
You cannot.
Well, now we've scienced. Good to know.
It's kind of like
It's like fog. It's
Yeah.
usually just
you can try to smoke it.
honestly, I know it feels wet more than anything. It feels like, see, like damp air. This feels like really damp air.
Did you just ask if we could smoke clouds, Emmy? That sounds like a ranger thing.
I
to
didn't
say.
ask. I stated.
Oh, you're gonna You're gonna try to smoke the clouds.
Remember, there is like normal. There's normal science, and then there's like fantasy science. Like I always find it weird how people try and science, and you're casting goddamn magic. You people have been teleporting around. Like look at Conjure Barrage, but laws of physics you can't create or destroy matter. So right away that's world.
Well, maybe you're just moving matter from somewhere else. You don't know.
But it's no, it's magic. Fucking magic.
Magic.
I suck in the clouds.
Would you? I mean, you could if you want. You can try.
Yeah. As we're going through it, just like.
You're gonna piss off some air elementals or something.
But you can watch as you are currently soaring up. At first, for a good a little while, you've seen nothing but the grey and brown mountains stretching endlessly before you. You know, slants, crags, small little mountains like mountain goats, and what appear to be small, like scurrying creatures you can't see too much of before it all goes white. And you honestly can't. But if you can barely see the hand in front of your face, as you guys are now completely enveloped in a cloud. And can you guys make me perception checks at disadvantage, please?
Okay.
Okie doke.
Disadvantage. Perception. Double 16.
18.
I find it fucking incredible that Bard got a higher one. But no.
We have the same bonus, so
I mean, he's probably using his nose more.
I smell it.
You can smell the vapor. I mean, no, because remember, like, dogs can, like, smell, like, the change in, like, atmosphere when it's about to rain and stuff. So you'll be able to know that it's very wet.
Oof. Whiff. It's wet. Look at that.
I'm going to roll for Ethan. And you. I'd feel bad if I left him out.
I mean, he's here. He's gonna be on in a second, he says.
There's also fighter.
A can of PVC cement has arrived.
Keep his roll secret, but yeah. Yeah. But no, both. You can see Ethan's kind of just. He is very. You can clearly tell he's intrigued, but because you guys are there, he wants to like seem edgy and cool. As like, I don't care. You two, however, as you're looking. In the small little like gaps and breaks in the clouds where you get to see anything at all, you can definitely see there's some kind of. It seems like there's something swimming in the cloud.
Something swimming.
And there's little ripples, and you can feel almost like a rush of air every couple of seconds. You're like, and it seems like it almost feels like someone breathing on you aggressively, but you turn around and there's nothing there. And as you kind of like start to, like, as you finally burst free and like get free of the cloud, just from like either side of you, just about a good 5 or 6 entities that seem to be made out of the same material as the cloud burst out from it and seem to like follow you.
What
They
the fuck?
go like high above you, and then start to come down, and then blip back into the cloud before you see a pair of bright, almost like glowing silver eyes. Before you see another pair, and another pair, and another pair. Before you notice there are now 6 pairs of bright silver eyes just staring at you, and you can see roughly humanoid, but the head is much more like elongated. It's kind of almost like a xenomorph, kind of like in shape.
Oh boy.
But you can see there are 6 of those who are currently like staring at all of you, as you see them slow, like every occasionally, like, they're all staying within the cloud. But you can see like one of them like begins to like slither out before like they like dart back in. They seem quite skittish.
Do we know what they could be?
Yeah, I know. Can I make a
roll
knowledge
me an
check?
Arcana check.
Arcana.
Arcana. Oh, fuck.
Just
Oh, shit, I got a 15 on an Arcana check. Look at that.
Arcana. I rolled a 16.
Oh, shit.
I'd 2-1 up the boy, didn't you?
I mean, I've got a 0, he's got a 1, so we practically rolled the same.
I mean, we both rolled a 16. I just have a -1.
Yeah.
Look at you! Look at the nerd coming in here like, oh well, they're this thing.
Well, actually.
With like, hey, we did pretty well. And it's like, fools! You know nothing. But no, you two have heard of, not so much in your studies, but you can tell Travis would have told you about Emmett, and you can tell that Alara in your studies you would have heard a little bit about them. You know that the world, like for each element in the world, certain elementals stay in areas that are like well versed in that. Like fire elementals stick to places like volcanoes, water elementals stay in the ocean, air elementals stay up in like crags, cliffs, and mountains, earth elementals stay in like the Underdark and stuff like that. And you can tell that these are some kind of air elemental.
Huh. Okay.
And is Ethian on? I can't hear him. There you are, you bastard. No, he says I'll be on, give me a sec. But no, you can see that Ethian would know that these are lesser elementals. Know that these are more, whereas like major elementals can like, cast anything from to like a tornado or a hurricane. These guys are more like, like the gusts and like the dust devils.
Yeah.
And usually stay within clouds and stuff. But you can see, like, as you guys start to leave, you notice there are they have started to like follow you. But just from like your general perception, you can tell that it's not aggressive. They're definitely not doing it in like an attacking motion. They've just never seen an airship before. Wondered why this weird, like, they've never seen a boat fly before. So they're generally just like, they're all like pigeons that are very confused and intrigued, as they are now, like 3 on each side are currently swimming through the air beside the boat.
Cool.
Are they like jumping around like dolphins or?
Imagine, see, like the way a snake moves through water. Like the head stays completely still, but the body like slithers from left to right.
Sky snakes.
Kind of. They have like small little like vestigial limbs, but you can't really see too much of them because like they're made out of wind. It's like you can see their outline.
How cute are they?
Solid 8.
Oh shit.
Imagine like a snake with like little arms and have very big eyes, like Powerpuff Girl eye.
Oh god.
Oh wow.
Snakes already are cute, so now they're even more cute. Damn it.
Like I'll lean over the edge and like hold my arm out.
All right, make me. Let's do an animal hand. They're not technically animals, but like that's closest to.
Oh my god. Before Ethan gets pulled off of the ship. Oh shit.
It's like, these things are cute, says Emmy.
I'm intrigued.
That's her natural 20.
God.
Just as like you go to pet, you're like, you will obey me.
Acquire air elemental.
But no, you can see, as you guys are kind of just admiring the aesthetics of these things, Ethan kind of puts his hand out. And what is it? You're just trying to get it to like get its attention, or?
Yeah, I guess.
You can see like
Beckoning it forward.
they do notice you and kind of like go to stay back for a second. However, you have a very calm demeanour when you want to be. You're not very emotionally, aggressive in that way. You can be very muted. And they're noticing the confidence and the calmness, and you notice all three on the port side, which is the side you're sitting on, like wisp over to you. And you can see they are. Well, imagine like a way a cat like presses its head against you, it like beat bet. Your hand doesn't go through it because it feels when you go to touch them, there's like a strong enough wind where like you can feel the rough outline of it, and you can feel it's not freezing, but it is cold. As you see, they're all like the way kind of like an eel does it, like they're all just swimming and like kind of almost fighting to get attention. As you know, you are basically petting the three of them. Before you see one, like all three of them actually slide up your arm and are now kind of like in the boat with you. Like they're all like just kind of floating around you, kind of admiring and sitting and kind of just all fawning over you and trying to get your affection.
It seems like they like you, Ethan.
The elemental whisperer.
And with an actual you would see the other three of them that are on like the other side see this and kind of get jealous, and you notice like so no, you actually do have 6 of them all now just fawning over you and just kind of sitting staring at you.
That is the most peculiarest thing I've ever seen. Something that actually likes Ethan.
Dude, it's very cold.
Can you talk to them or anything?
Maybe.
What language do you know?
Well, what's the language the airplanes speak? Isn't it like fucking? Oh,
I think it's like primordial.
They speak wind.
No, you got like Aquan, Ignin. I forget what the name of the air one is called.
Whoosh.
I mean, if they have a language, I could just telepathically talk to them.
With your brain powers, you're right.
With my mood.
The stupid, like, in-game thing's not telling me.
I mean, there's comprehend languages.
D&D.
They speak like the air dialect of primordial.
The air dialect. Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Ignin is the
There's
fire.
like elemental speech, but there's fire, water, earth, and fire. Like the different dialect, the different like types of it.
They speak Auran.
Oran.
Yes.
Is that like technically there's Chinese, but depending on whether it's Mandarin or Cantonese, like same language but very different.
Yes, it says they speak Auran, but their script is draconic.
These
That
guys,
means like the
these
style
guys,
in which you write, you know.
Yeah.
these guys don't have great literature.
I mean, not these ones. These ones are lessers, so they've probably got like intelligence of an animal, which is why they're like, "Oh, pet me."
Pet me. I could talk to them, but what would you ask?
I don't know. Just get to know them.
And you know, as you're like starting to fly in the direction you are, you can see they all suddenly float up and like in front of Emmy, and you see them like with their little limbs try to like grab the steering wheel, not aggressively, but as if like indicating that you should turn to the right.
Turn.
As you notice, as they kind of like they all kind of do this in unison, which makes it quite strange. They point up to like you guys are probably like here now, like just starting. Well, sorry, a bit higher up, like starting to get up to that peak there.
Okay.
They point up to that mountain, and you notice the 6 of them kind of conjoin for a moment, and they make the rough image of a dragon.
That could be anything. That could be a red dragon, an evil dragon, a good dragon.
Before you see, they kind of like go back to the steering wheel and kind of like kind of tap it. See if they...
I mean, we're in the Dragon Mountains, so
Maybe they want to visit. I don't know. I mean, we kind of got to drop off Barbus. I don't know if What do you think,
They're
Barbas?
probably saying there's a dragon over there.
Yeah.
You kind of see like Barbas is looking. He's still amazed the fact that you managed to get an elemental to not only like not go away from you and attack you, but actively seek your affection. Go. Well, I mean, I know what these mountains are called, but I don't know too much about it. But if an elemental's telling you to avoid an area, I think they know better than us on the subject.
Avoid? They seem to be directing us to it.
Oh,
Well,
you see, they are directing you upwards towards the mountain, and you kind of see Fighter, but like, I mean, I don't know why not know your friends, but ain't we supposed to be dropping off Billy here? Barbas, sorry, Barbas.
Yeah. Damn it, it's just like with the dog.
What is with you guys? Pets you're not supposed to have.
I don't know. Not always really intelligent and tell us where to go.
And can you notice? See, as kind of like falling back over to you, you can see one of them like presses its head into your hand for a second, and then there is a flash of like white light for a moment, and you kind of pull your hand back, and you realise it just gave you a spell.
Power!
Oh, get more power!
that's very nice.
And can you add summon lesser air element to your spell list?
Ooh.
What was that?
Summon lesser air elemental.
Yes, summon
Hmm.
lesser.
So basically, you
And
summon
then
one of
that
these
is-
things.
What level spell is that?
That's first.
Is that based off of his warlock spells? Because wouldn't that technically be leveled up to this maximum level that he had there, or is it like just like a once a day?
Well,
First
I
level. I don't know.
doubt it's part of the Warlock spell list.
So like, how does it work? Does he have like it once per day? Is it like?
Yeah,
We'll find out, boy.
I guess I'm just gonna have to wait.
It could just be a gift from the air elementals.
In the note, I'm going to say it's not normally a warlock spell.
Yeah,
because of his
well,
natural 20. See, in
And-
first levels, so for this, if you want notes, once per long rest, you can summon 1d6 air elementals in a space anywhere between a 20-foot radius around you.
Ooh. How often did you say, sorry?
Once per long rest.
Oof.
Kieran? Kieran?
Yes.
I don't know if we still got that as a thing, but can I do like a gut feeling check, like the first one I've ever tried? Because I try not to use it too much.
You mean like an insight check? Or no,
Sure.
your gut.
to
So
see
your
to
gut
see like if
feeling
it's a
check.
good idea to go with these guys or just drop off Barbas.
Or your special ability where you realise that you're like, is this a good idea or not?
Is that a special ability? I don't know. It's just a gut feeling I'm checking.
Yes, I thought that was like your thing. You could check, like, is this a good idea or not? The GM has to be like, yes or no.
Can I?
No, that's the thing. Unless you're just wanting to do an insight check, then that's just an insight check.
Well, let me just quickly check, just in case I do have something like that and I just completely forgot.
I will actually mention a word of thanks through Awakened Mind.
You can see all six of them just kind of give that nod their heads in unison.
I don't see anything.
No, I think I was thinking of something else. I think that maybe something for Critical Role I'm thinking of.
Maybe.
But no, just fine. Just roll me an insight.
Okie dokie. Come on.
You're out.
That's
So-
12.
You know what? I'll roll for.
What, roll for difficulty or roll for... just a roll.
I mean, as far as like trying to read the face of an enormous ball of air, exactly easy. But judging by the overlap, like the egregious amount of affection they are giving your warlock friend, they don't seem to be actively trying to harm you.
Huh. So, I guess whoever they're trying to direct us to might be helpful then, but how long would it take to get there?
To get to the top of the dragon, like the highest peak of the Dragon Mountains, oh, that's a couple of hours.
Oh, God. And how long does it take to get to the Wolfsword Ruins?
That's days. That's a good few days.
So if I guess
Like,
it doesn't
you'll
mind
get-
waiting.
You'll get the top. You get to about the top of there by like nightfall, judging by like taking into account wind and stuff like that. That probably take you about like 3-4 days.
Yeah, and that's just a drop off, and then we've got to fly to freaking Dragon's Landing.
Because normally, like on foot, that would take you a matter of weeks. It's just because like you're like as the crow flies, it will take you probably like a good 4 or 5 days, depending on weather permitting, of course.
Okay, then judging by that and knowing that Emmy knows about maps and distances and stuff, she's just like,
Well, that's the reason I'm telling you, because
Yeah.
you've probably missed like cartography, knowledge.
alright, well, I personally say it'd probably be a good idea to check out this dragon they're trying to lead us to. It'll only take a couple hours to get there. Won't take too much off the journey. You guys?
If our guest is fine with it.
See, like Barbus go, well, I haven't really been on an adventure before, so it's certainly exciting. You can see the player go, yeah, that novelty's gonna wear off pretty quick there, buddy.
Well, just to be on the safe side, Fighter, do you mind if you keep an eye on him, protect him, that kind of thing, on Barbus?
Yeah, sure, trust me. I got you.
Okay, we know how good you are at hiding.
Aye.
And then she'll,
Are you ready? Happy to go into literally the belly of the... I think, maybe.
well, judging by the air elementals, it seems that it may be a good one, so cross your fingers. And then she'll start directing the boat in that direction.
I mean, considering we were just in a place dedicated to the fucking infernal plains, it's not really the worst thing we've done.
I mean, let's face it, rule of thumb, we see a metallic color, it's all good. We see like a red or yellow, I'm leaving.
Well, it depends on which. If it's the one we've already met, then we might have a problem.
Oh, yeah.
You weren't
Keep
there.
Keep hitting off on
so-
really powerful things.
Yeah, it wasn't us. Well, it wasn't me.
Oh, yeah, it wasn't Guilty.
Well, at least if it is them, we can. Well, one of them, we can at least smooth things over a little bit. Hopefully.
Well, I mean, hey, look. I mean, Emmy, I trust you because you would never, ever do anything that might fuck over another member of the party. Am I right? I'm right. I'm right, right? Yeah.
Yeah. And like Emmy just looks away.
Yeah, exactly, right. Yep.
And
Don't
you
notice
also
that
don't
air
have
elementals
the habit
kinda
of...
you see the air elementals slowly shake their head.
And what I add, you don't have the audacity to insult a dragon to its face. Oh, we all know how that went down.
Insulted a dragon?
It was one of our members. He kind
One of
of.
your members was a dragon?
No, I mean he
No.
insulted a dragon.
I mean, if we're
Who's
being
that right mind insults a dragon?
Exactly my
honest, I
thought.
spanked a dragon like a child once because I thought he was a child. That
Oh.
was, yeah,
I almost
exactly.
forgot that.
I mean, what you do in your spare time is your business, my friend. But
He likes spanking the dragon.
you can notice like all 6 of the elementals kind of like lean their head back a second and like raise up one eye.
Do they actually understand us? I'm like talking to Ethan.
I mean, that's actually a good question.
The funny thing, like as you say that, like they're all 6 of them are kind of like in a semicircle around Ethan. You know, like before he answers, you notice all 6 of them kind of like slowly nod their heads,
Oh,
I guess they just don't speak common.
shake their heads.
well,
Huh.
hopefully our new cute buddies will be able to help us, I guess, along the way.
Very over eager nod.
Okay, onwards to the Dragon Mountain.
You have created the cult of Eldritch Air.
And you notice, like, you notice the air elementals kind of like wisp up and hit into the mast, and you suddenly feel all of you suddenly pull back as you notice they are currently giving you a big boost of wind, which is making the ship fly at a much greater speed.
We were going 10 knots, now we're going over 50! Ah!
Ludicrous.
Wait a minute. Are you telling me we literally have extra propulsion in the form of... Wow, that's interesting.
Isn't the ship going to be ripped apart by that, though? Because I thought we were going the fastest we could, because any faster it would destroy the ship!
Well, that's not how ships work, but okay.
Hey.
Well, I mean, to be fair, there are certain things that are rated for certain speeds. If you go too fast, it might rip.
I mean, the thing
flare
is, this is a prototype, so we don't actually know how much it can take.
Well, no, just
Ludicrous
because it can get 10 knots doesn't mean that's its maximum speed.
Well, I mean, certain things could take a certain amount of G-force.
You can notice, like, Barbara's just kind of holding on to the side. I suppose we're about to find out.
It's a good thing we got our safety harnesses on.
I you know, it was like suddenly it was like, oh fuck, and then
Yeah, I'll just hang on to the rigging.
Do we have the whole, like, funny thing where, like, our faces are just flabbing backwards?
I think we're not going back.
You're having to squint pretty hard now. You're kind of like getting leaned back. Because remember, you're in basically like an open air ship. So I mean, like, you're getting fully blasted. And you're on the top of a mountain, so the wind here is already crazy. And you're flying at like 100 miles an hour.
Damn. It's a good thing there's no bugs up here.
Oh,
As you say that, young.
Squish.
But not for the sake of that. Is anyone keeping watch, I should ask, or he's just...
I mean, I'm driving the ship, so someone else would have to do it. Maybe fighter.
For the sake of that, is anyone wanting to do it? Because for the sake of this, imagine, because you're driving, you're going to be sailing for a good while to get to the top of the mountain.
Uh-huh.
So I'm asking, what would you guys be doing in that time as well? Like, how would you be spending this time?
I mean, I'm just looking around at everything. I'm a fucking farm boy. I've never seen the fucking world from this high up. Are you kidding me?
Because you guys can see Omanova from here.
Oh boy.
It's very far off in the distance, but you can see like right to the coast.
I'm like,
Can we see the tower? Malkin's
You
tower.
don't use knots for fucking aerial vehicles.
I mean, it's a boat.
Skyboat. Fuck.
Ludicrous speed.
But yeah, do we, like you said, do we see any of the towers?
You do actually.
Ooh.
As you can tell, the tower of you can see both the Tower of Treya and the Tower of Masan, and you notice they are, you would have to guess, but they actually look like they're the exact same height, like down to the centimeter.
Well,
and you can notice
tell from this distance.
the Tower of Treya seems to be glowing ever so faintly.
Oh boy.
Imagine like, you see like a heartbeat, like there's two thrums of energy that seem to sprout up through the tower like veins. And like every heartbeat there is two just thrums of energy that seem to emanate throughout the tower.
It's bad.
Yes.
We're running,
Mesmerizing, but bad.
we're gonna be running out of time. Good thing these things are speeding up our travel. Well, these guys. Right to top of a mountain.
Can I try and call down one of the elementals?
Yeah, you could call them that.
Well, just one of them, so we can keep our speed boost or whatever.
Oh, no, I mean, like, for the sake of this, I would say, like, you have a natural 20, so anything you ask them to do, they'll do. Within reason.
Oh, well, all I wanted to ask them was why they're bringing us to this dragon.
And I take it you're using, like, a...
In Awakened Mind, yeah.
Yeah, so I can reply, aye? Let's tell
Yeah. Because it's any creature with a language.
You can notice one of them kind of wisps down, like, bumps into your head again for more affection for a moment before you see them gone. We have witnessed the Old One. I think he needs visitors. He only ever gets the one.
The one. Which one?
The old one. Strange attire. Strange weapon. Skin of green.
Would I know anything about that?
That sounds like Sillig.
I'll say I was about to say memory check. Is there a memory check in 5e?
I believe
Like,
that's just intelligence.
Yeah, roll an intelligence check then. With advantage.
Memory. Yeah, I guess that's just intelligence.
Dirt.
Not really.
Here.
Nothing I've ever heard of. Who is this old one?
I do not know. We guide him sometimes when he loses his... I think it's more the humorous though. He never seems to really get lost. He seems to know him. There used to be other visitors. They haven't been in a while.
How old is this old one exactly?
I don't know. He's not from this. He came here long ago, though. I think he's waiting for something, but I'm not sure.
Certainly strange. I guess we'll see when we arrive.
Just mind your manners. He can have a bit of a temper.
Oh, as most dragons tend to have.
She kind of like, get anything else?
I'll just shake my head and go to the rest of the party.
What did it say?
Well, this dragon he calls the Old One.
So we didn't know the name.
No, and it apparently came not from here. It's from somewhere else.
Oh, think it's from the mainland?
It might be. Oh. And it has one visitor, a man in green with a strange weapon.
Man in green.
Not
Used to
really.
be other visitors, but
Not-
they stopped coming up. No idea what that means.
Did he say what, or did it say what kind of man?
No.
Oh, maybe it's the drow.
They're on green.
Probably gonna die if it is.
Oh wait, he was green.
Hmm.
I don't know. Might be
Yeah.
maybe a goblin, maybe an orc, maybe.
What about that old dude?
Silly?
Which one?
I don't know, the weird fella. Old half-orc. Old as shit. Remember
one
he
with-
had that weird fire stick thing. Two of them.
Yeah.
That's right.
Silog.
Really that much of a coincidence? I don't. It's some guy with green skin with a weird one.
That's the only green guy with weird weapon that I could think of.
Yeah, I mean, I have normal weapons.
I mean, I kind of figured, but the last we saw of him, he was down in the All Sword ruins. Take
I mean,
ages.
if he is, shit, the old man gets around.
I don't know, Lakesh, you're pretty mysterious. You sure you don't visit dragons in your spare time?
Dragons
I
are
mean-
cool, so I mean, I would.
I mean, you see the age of that guy? I don't. Does he even fit the journey? So
Oh, you're cutting in and out, Kieran.
it's being strange again.
That's better. I think you just might have been moved too far away or something.
Well, I mean, is he even fit enough to make a journey like that? Isn't it? Come on. They're grown, fit soldiers that go into the mountains and don't come back. Never mind some old dude.
We don't know how old he was.
He didn't seem that old.
Oldish. Judging by his face, old.
I mean, there's some weird fucking magic that was going on when he was around.
I don't know, maybe he's got like a...
Didn't he say something about having like a master or something?
I'm gonna be honest with you, I was stalking most of it.
You think that's his master up there in the mountains? The dragon?
I don't know about a master, but something akin to it.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna find out. I just really hope we don't have to fight it.
Yeah, that seems to happen quite a lot, actually.
You know what's Barba's is like, we're not actually going to fight a dragon, are we?
Yeah, that happens when you shoot a dragon in the face, Emmy.
I would personally object to such an action.
I wouldn't do it.
We're not going to fight a dragon unless, you know, we have to. So don't worry.
Oh, great.
Well, let's not have to unless we, yeah.
Judging from the elemental, it didn't seem to be overtly hostile.
True. Just, you know...
I mean, judging by your buddies, if it really was going to attack situation, let us wave towards it.
I would say just make sure to be on your best behavior, don't antagonize them, and, you know, don't be a dick.
Excuse me, I am always on my best behavior.
Have I seen how fast dragons can fly from the few encounters that we've been with? Like, how fast could that big ass ancient worm that we met, Kavalmara, how fast was she going?
Considering she got you from the bulwark to Lake Masan in a day,
fuck.
Like that's, I mean, that was like fucking like 747 levels of speed, man.
Good lord, yeah.
She was way higher than what this was, though. She was flying very fast and was very high up.
So, I wonder if this one's older than her.
Why don't you go Wispy?
Okay.
Hey, he didn't say.
Mr. Wispy, or you. I point to like one of them, just call him Mr. Wispy.
Why do you have a nickname for everything and everyone?
Hey, look, it worked for the ancient artifacts of power, and they seem to like getting called shit.
So, you know, that's true. I'll take that back.
I mean, I already asked the age. He said very old.
That's
yeah. I still direct myself to one of the things, which is the
it's
thing.
very fucking old.
So
what were you saying, Emmett? Sorry?
I still try to talk to one of the things.
Roll me an animal handling check.
Okie dokie.
Oh no.
That's a 19.
Oh, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
You can notice one you kind of like, you say Mr. Wispy, and one kind of like points out its own chest. Is it like me?
Yes, you. Hello there, Mr. Wispy.
Like, one kind of like look between themselves before it gives like a shrug and it floats down to you.
Yes, hello there. And I like give it, if it lets me, I give it like a light pat on the head.
It lets you. You can see like it gives like its little limb. You see it give like a pat in your hand, like.
Yeah, he's so cute. Oh, anyway, in comparison, do you know the old dragon lady called Kavalmara? Is it Kavalmara or Kavalmara?
Kaval.
Yeah, Kavalmara.
You see the nod their head.
Okay, is the dragon we're going to meet older than her?
It nods its head. It nods its head.
Oh shit.
Does he get along well with her?
You see, like it puts up its limb and like starts to wiggle it from left to right.
Instead of it going, it goes.
And for the sake, Romain, can I imagine like if you could only see the outline of a Dratini without the ears, that's pretty much, and they have like little limbs as well.
Stumpy limbs.
Like lengthwise, they're probably closer to a Dragonair, but yeah.
Okay.
Huh.
Thank you for the information, Mr. Wispy. I'll let you go. And I give him another pat and let him go back to whatever he's doing.
You see, they gives like a little like a salute before you see him like whispering back up.
Yeah. So yeah, apparently he's older than Cavalmara. So.
For the sake of this, I was going to say, as you guys are going up, because you're probably going to be gone for quite a while, and save like talking for like a good while. Is there anything you guys would like to do? You would want to train, read up on, do anything?
I'm probably trying to just get a handle on trying to fly the ship, so then I can get better at it. Get used to the controls, so that I'm not like crashing it and having to do a roll each time. What?
Dex check plus your proficiency.
Oh, you want me to roll another dex check? Okay. Roll.
D20, D20 plus your like dex mod.
Yeah. 20 plus dex and proficiency. That is a 12.
Still getting the hang of the controls. You're not doing bad. It's kind of like your first driving lesson. Like you've learned the gears, now it's just kind of like getting used to them.
All right.
You know, like when you're flying normally, it's just when you have to like do a quick change in like gear pressure or like, you know, longitude and latitude and things like you get a wee bit. But no, it seemed to be satisfactory, isn't it?
Okay.
What about the rest of you?
Bard just kind of is sitting down in the, and at the, I guess one of the calmer parts of the ship that he could find that's not moving around a lot, and he's just kind of holding his holy symbol, thinking.
You can feel it like give the same heartbeat as what the tower was giving off. You kind of hear a small voice, but like, it's gonna be okay. You'll save him.
You can do it.
Fucking hell.
What is it you guys doing? What is it you're doing at Ethiopia?
I'd be staying up on the deck because I'm hella excited that we're going to be another dragon.
Alright, so can I get a perception check from everybody? Just because that a general keep watching kind of deal as you're going.
More power. Ethan is excited.
Sure.
I had no intent.
Oh, it's 11. Sorry.
20s, man.
Oh no. That's a 1.
Oh no.
Well, what was I going to say? Fighter seems to be keeping no bad eye out. Barbus is completely. He's like you were like keeping an eye out. He's looking at the air elementals as completely not paying attention to anything.
Oh, this is so interesting.
I mean, he's never really been on an adventure, so he doesn't really like grasp the concept. Keeping an eye out for danger. He's kind of seeing it more like a tour cruise kind of thing. But no, for the sake of that, like it'd take you guys spend the next few hours sitting up, taking in the majestic views around here. Before you go deep, you go up higher and higher up into the mountains, before you can no longer see anything but rock shell, as you're now actually above the clouds now. And it probably takes you like a good 7 hours of just like going vertically up. Or you're not even, the scary thing is you're not even at the peak of the mountain yet. You're probably like a good few miles under it before you start to notice what appears to be like some kind of, what's it like, a cleared out and cut out rock path. And you see the air elementals kind of drop down from giving you guys lift and start to point down a little bit where you could land the ship. And I was going to see if you want to try and land there. In fact, are you kind of still whispering, or what you guys doing?
Sorry, I muted myself. I said I'll slowly start lowering her down then.
Can you roll me another Dex plus proficiency, please?
Okay. That is a 24.
That's
Hey.
pretty
You
good.
roll the natural one, you like fall all the way down to the start of the oh no!
Oh no.
Whoops! I hit the self-destruct button.
Oh no, I've turned
Oh,
off the engine!
Oh, activated the ejector seat. Too bad those don't have parachutes.
What's a parachute?
They have shoots in 5e.
I mean, he kind of invented them. He said that he made
He's
them.
working on them,
Yeah.
Yeah. This guy's doing like the Leonardo da Vinci thing.
Can I have a helicopter? What's a helicopter?
He has the
What's
mustache
thing?
as well.
Does he have a mustache?
He
I
has
assume.
got like a mutton chop beard.
Oh, I see.
That's not a mustache.
Dental mutton chops. He has like, imagine like a W beard. His mustache goes down into his cheeks and then connects onto his sideburns.
Yeah.
Alright. Yeah, 24.
So no, with ease, you just slowly bring her down, press go to the north, up the switches, put it in, like, select neutral.
You're surprisingly good at this, Emmy.
It's strange. Naturally, this seems to come to you as you just. But even Barbus is kind of impressed. Like, it's a completely new technology, and you look like you piloted it a good few times before.
You know, it just feels familiar, you know? I feel like at home.
No, I don't know how it feels familiar. We've never ever seen this before.
Like a little rock face, like it's protected for the wind enough so it won't like blow over and like scatter into the abyss. No, but on a very cold, snowy mountain. It's like 50 up here, so.
Okay, so where are we going, Mr. Swifty?
And you notice it was kind of point towards the path.
That's convenient.
You hear we'll have to wait here. We'll end up annoying the old one if we come.
Doesn't like elementals.
He finds us annoying.
When did you get to speak common?
He's talking to Ethan.
Oh, I see. So Ethan's just translating.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I can just be like, yes.
Yes.
Understandable.
Okay.
I guess we should just go ahead then.
Alright, we'll meet you things back here then. See you in a bit.
You things.
Told me it was going to be this fucking cold.
It's a good thing I still got my cloak.
Oh. Good for you.
I mean, I don't know what happened to yours, but yeah.
Are you gonna
Cold
be all right,
Cold.
Mr. Tagrin?
As you know, he does actually have got a pretty thick jacket. Probably, definitely no, Arctic survival gear worthy, but I mean, he's doing better.
He's what?
I says like he's doing better than some of you. Like in these weather conditions, if you don't find shelter soon, you're gonna start to take damage.
Okay, let's hurry up and get to this dragon. Maybe it'll be warmer.
I shift to hybrid form.
Oh boy.
I just feel like tag and be like, so what? Oh my goodness! And like falls out of the side of the boat.
Give me a moment. I'm gonna do my voice changer.
Okay.
Yeah, he's a dragon. He's not a dragon. He's a werewolf.
I noticed. It takes a little getting used to that.
Yeah, sorry about that. And I I'm gonna pass him my cloak.
I don't mean to be rude, but give me a warning before you explode into a giant wolf man.
Life is boring without surprises.
I mean, this is enough of us being on the top of a mountain, and you just hear fighting, but like, can we go?
Would you like this instead? All right, here you go.
You see, like, it like flops on top of him, and
I
like
just drop my big ass cloak on him. Yeah.
even when he puts it on, it's like a wedding veil. It, like it's a good like 2 feet of it that just drags back. It kind of looks like a Jawa, honestly.
Houdini.
Like completely draped in cloth with nothing but like a pointy green nose sticking out.
Let's stay here in the cold too long. I'll move away.
Too deep.
I'm way too excited for this. I'm just gonna power ahead.
All right. So what is the marching?
Me first.
Sure.
Okay, I'll go after him then.
I'll go behind fighter.
So it's easy. Bard.
Fighter bard.
That was right. Can you all give me a Constitution saving throw, please?
Do I have advantage?
You do.
Fuck.
Because you're all floofy.
That's a 22.
You want me to what? Constitution. 13.
Okay.
The shepherd don't have any fire spells.
You could have made some.
Can't you use precipitation to make yourself warmer?
That's actually right. You can use prestidigitation.
Would that create enough heat though?
I think it's.
Yeah, it makes you warmer.
Should.
You can make things warmer, colder, stinky.
It's clean, dirty.
Oh, like prestidigitation, you can make fires.
You can make
Instantly
fire.
make or put out you can prestidigitation. You can light or put out fires.
So if you like build yourself a little pile of logs, you can just be like, "Oh, fire time."
Yeah, that's what prestidigitation. You can be like, and then fire.
Did you not see that video I put in? God.
Yeah, I did.
And the guy's like,
Hey, welcome to the Animal Board. Here's kid from Veritable Presentation. You can make things stinky or clean and dirty and nice and you can make fire.
It's not that cold. I don't know what you guys are upset about.
"Fuck you."
Oh, I'm sorry. I just distinctly remember being nearly burned alive for you, but now it's too cold. Look at that.
And for anyone, let me see. I don't know. Ethian, Emmy, and Fight are all take 10 points of cold damage.
10.
10 points.
All I can heat is a 1 cubic foot.
Yeah.
So you just change the cubic foot that you're heating up each time you cast it every 6 seconds.
So this goes in with like prestidigitation.
Prestidigitation like my
You
cloak.
just keep doing it, yeah. Or you could do that too.
I was gonna say like prestidigitation might not work for this, see, because like just of how cold, because it's minus 50 and like there's like 100-degree winds, like 100-mile-an-hour winds here. Like right now you're essentially like a bit. You're on Mount Everest right now, in a way.
Okay.
How are you
Like
breathing?
the amount of cold, like you should not be here. You're like unless you have like Arctic gear on. Like the stuff you guys are wearing, like you're probably gonna not live long out here unless you find somewhere like warm, like actually away from the elements. Like just the way how the winds are, there's no fire you can light out in this wind that will stay.
Yeah, I figured that. So you can make fire, but we're on a mountain.
What do you want to
fire?
bet this is
Like, as soon as you make fire, just like flies off into all the materials just fly away.
What do you want to bet this is a white dragon?
Huh. Because it's snowing. That's funny.
Better move fast.
I'm going as fast as my legs can go.
I pick Emmy up.
What? You're at the back.
I go to the front and pick up Emmy.
No,
You were talking about Ethan.
no, I'm good. You don't have to pick me up. You can stay in the back. It's fine.
Well, I've already picked you up. You kind of already said.
I know.
You're going as fast as you could.
Well, look, you have to be willing, unless you want to like you want to
Alright, I put her down.
like oppose like athletics.
Fine.
I get it. I'll try to go faster.
I pick up fighter.
Oh no, you can see you pick him up and just like you see the cloak still trailing.
I'm gonna try to use my fucking body heat because I'm so fucking massive.
And you
Tiny
can see,
little goblin.
you feel that he's kind of like riding on your back, and he's like, if anyone asks, this never happened.
What never happened?
It has like a lot of. He's kind of like, don't tell the elf.
What elf are you talking about? I don't know what elf you're talking about.
The one who was pissed at you for breaking the stuff.
He's an elf?
I didn't break his stuff.
Just see like Barb was like, I do appreciate the conversation. I'd like to do it when we are not dying upon the tundra.
You can't walk and talk at the same time?
Not in these conditions, no.
Then walk.
Alright, and I keep saying navigate, but I don't think that's a thing in the far away.
Survival.
It would be, can I have everyone run check, please?
A what?
Survival check?
Survival.
I have a fucking plus 10. Oh, I rolled a fucking 8.
Ah, no, sorry. Ignore that, that's no.
Oh, nice.
Wow,
With the
fucking
GM tells you to
fighter
ignore
got
things.
Try to see
Fighter-
if I've got.
Fighter does a lot better when
21.
he's not so low to the ground, I guess.
when he's no dying, like you can see, like when they connect to sea, he rolled a 21.
I'm trying to see if I've got a thing for this. Hold on. So I just roll.
Is one of your favorite terrains mountains?
Not that I can see.
Shit.
Forest, grasslands, and underdark.
Not applicable here, unfortunately.
That was a 24.
Oh no, I'm not proficient 24.
Fucking rangers.
And I'm like, I'm dying.
How unfortunate.
Gods.
It's a shame they couldn't be the warm gods.
Like, it's like Master of the Eldritch Abyss dies of hypothermia. You guys are a couple of times like you're almost led off into some bluffs or like places that seem to be dead ends. But you know, mostly Emmet and Bard kind of keep you on the right path, and you're following there for like probably another good hour walking around, and can I have everyone make 2 more Constitution saves, please?
Hey, Ethan.
2 more.
I don't know how it's possible, but somehow you're like even more cold-hearted than normal.
Well, why you gotta say that, man?
You're absolutely hilarious.
Well, why you gotta say that, man? That's rude.
Oh shit! Well, I got a 20 and a 19. And then fucking Ethan with an actual 20. He's like, that joke just pissed him off so much he warmed up. See,
Well, no, you can see like for a second, Ethan's kind of like shivering, but you feel like, I am the master of the Eldritch Abyss. I have tamed elementals and killed powerful wizards. I will not die because it is fucking gold. You will, like, by sheer force of will, ignore the horrible tundra.
Meanwhile, this cat is freezing.
And God, Barbus actually. Wow, Barbus rolled a natural 19. Gnomes are good with the cold, I suppose. No, Fighter and Emmy both take.
Ouch.
Over the two, that 19 points of cold damage.
Ouch.
Okay, so
Wow.
100. Take
Oh,
away.
you and your fucking fiendish
Wait.
thing.
Wait, you kept Fiendish Finger? I thought you got rid of that.
Well, I still haven't gotten rid of it.
Oh,
Oh,
we
boy.
still have it. Well, I mean, it's useful, I guess, yeah.
I'm at 91.
No, I mean, it's definitely not enough to kill you guys.
I mean, if we end up staying here longer than we need to, it will be.
I mean, if you, to put it this way, if you stand out in the middle of like Mount Everest for 10 hours straight, you deserve to die.
Jeez.
Like, if you stand out there and make no attempt to get anywhere more, I'm like, I set my fight. And they what you deserve.
I will survive.
Hey, at least
I'm
you'll be
not
well.
to withstand the cold through sheer force of will.
At least you'll be well preserved.
Morbid.
Yeah.
But no, eventually you guys, as you're walking, there is suddenly a loud crack as you notice, like, the stones in front of you all suddenly scatter and something's kind of hit you in the face.
Ugh.
As you see a figure about like 20 feet in front of you, clad all in white, sitting pointing one of the strange weapons that Silic had at you.
20 foot tall, you said?
No, not 20 feet tall, he's 20 feet away from you.
Oh, I see.
I was like, don't
Wait,
shoot!
what kind of person?
Is that your
You
Silic?
you can't see the face, it's completely covered.
But like, how short is this person?
Over 6 feet.
Oh
Is that
wow.
you, Silic?
Well, I think this is a surprise.
Good to see you again.
Didn't expect to see you here.
I should be saying that to y'all. Twirls it. Does like the revolver also like and then puts the gun back in the holster. Now what in the name of Amadeus you doing right there?
Come to talk to a dragon.
We were directed by the some air elementals.
Oh, wisps. How the hell did you get them to talk to you? Normally they're so skittish as soon as they see movement they run.
Talk to the creepy one, he'll tell you.
That don't narrow it down much. No
Really?
offense.
Alright, fine. Talk
Look,
to
I ain't trying to be rude. I'm old and I'm a kind of cranky because I'm out in the cold. Most
to the
folks
elf.
are kind of scared when there's a 7-foot tall wolf man in front of them.
They
Man,
seem to
yeah.
be rather okay in my presence, it seems.
Well, it doesn't really answer. What are you looking for this dragon for?
Well, they just directed us here. Apparently they want us to meet him.
Strange little bugger.
We
Yeah.
heard the dragon only ever had one visitor, and it sounded like it was you, so we figured we'd come see what was up.
Oh, he's had other visitors. Just the others ain't been here for a good long while. He's an old friend, so I like to keep up. I got a few friends around here who like to keep up tabs on.
We thought you'd be at
Wait.
the old sword ruins, not here.
I was visiting one of my other friends.
Oh.
But I gotta ask, when you say talk, y'all just mean have a conversation, right?
Yes.
Why did you hesitate when? No, we're here to speak.
You kind of see for those for a second, they kind of like, not fully, but like kind of has a hand on two of the weapons and goes, "No, I don't mean to get unfriendly here, but if you're looking for any sort of violent confrontation with that dragon, I'm about to get real unfriendly."
We're not here to have a fight. We're just here to talk with him, spend some time with him, and then move on. That's it.
Yeah, that's fine then. Gotta warn you, bitch.
What? You got cut off.
He's an ornery son of a bitch, but he'll probably see you.
Okay. Is he somewhere
Just,
warm? Because it's really cold
It
here.
was funny. It cut off, and all I heard was "bitch." And I thought he like, called me a bitch. I was like, "Oh
Well,
shit!"
something bitch.
Yeah. But I mean, is he at least somewhere warm? Because it's really cold here, and I'm freezing my tail off.
Well, he's a dragon, so it's mighty toasty.
Okay. Can you please take us to him?
You kind of see like he kind of points to like a cave opening and as a very, very large cave opens. Just go in there, follow the torches. You can't miss them.
Okay. Thank you. Are you coming
it
with?
ain't- You kind of see like he starts to like walk towards you guys. He starts to like make his way past.
Will there be a time when you'll be joining us again?
Oh, of course. I'm bound to see you some point. I gotta make my rounds. I've seen my friend down at the ruins, and I've seen my friend up here. Now I gotta meet the rest of them.
Okay, it's just we're kind of in deep trouble at the moment, so whenever you can lend a help, it would be great.
Things are pretty bad.
As soon as I finish my rounds, I'll see what I can do.
Okay, well, after this, we're heading to the city of Diz, so we'll see you later. And then she starts walking towards the cave.
If you're going to start, unless he's about to say something, and just, I am a day like Gadget.
You said your father taught you a lot of things, right? I don't think your father would like to see the state of the world that it's in right now.
Yeah. Can I see him kind of like taking this belt for a second? My daddy always didn't like seeing people being in struggles. Suppose that was one of his weaknesses. Suppose I got that from him too. So believe me when I say I'm going to help you. I just got some problems I got to fix myself first.
Just nod and go into the cave.
She gives him like a tip of his head before he starts heading down.
Should I leave it off? I don't know if it's being disruptive.
Was?
The changer, the voice changer.
No, no bother.
It's not really changing much, so it's fine.
No.
Okay.
No, most of it enough.
It's okay.
It's fine.
It's fun.
Yeah. Let me go to the cave. It's like, warmth!
We said mighty toasty, and I'm like, I can get down with this.
Mighty toasty.
Note to self, I think we need protection from cold or something.
Just starts walking away, just hear like...
And then like a snowball weed comes by.
Snowball weed.
An ice-encrusted tumbleweed.
But no, take it you guys are after that kind of head down to the cave.
Yeah, boy!
Is it warm?
Oh no, you can feel right away there is just heat. There's just heat emanating from the entrance of this cave.
Ah, that's better. Right, Emmy.
I said fight her down.
Because you said fire. I was like, what?
He kind of like flips off of you. One of them's kind of like running towards the heat at this point. And all you guys are inside. And inside, there is, as soon as you start walking, there is like a long, narrow corridor, but it's probably good, it's probably like 50 feet long, like from wall to wall. And it's probably about 100 feet, 130 feet before you can look up and see the ceiling.
Whoa.
Oh boy.
This place is huge.
As soon as you start walking, you start to hear like clinking and crunching under your feet. And as you kind of look down, you notice you are standing on gold coins.
Oh. I look at one.
It's not like Misandrian stuff, and you have no idea. It's gold, you know it's gold, but you have no idea where this came from. It's foreign gold, but I mean it's still gold, you know, for the sheer weight wise, it still count.
Very strange print.
Like it's the same, like Misandrian gold is kind of like short and fat, like it's thicker, it's shorter but kind of thicker.
Mm-hmm.
This is definitely stamped. It's the same amount of gold, but this is just like stamped out quite a bit flatter, so it's a little bit bigger.
Oh.
So it's wider and thinner.
Just, can I tell how old it is?
Can I determine the age of the coinage?
Trying to think what like would be applicable for
I mean, well, other editions had appraise, but
that. I know. So what to say, like they really do need some kind of appraisal, don't they?
Investigation?
Yeah, probably investigation.
I'll say investigation.
Okie. This is a coin.
You have, because like the annoying thing about gold is gold corrodes like the slowest of all metals.
Yeah.
So it can. I mean, you pull up like a brand new gold coin, and you pull out one of the older coins, there is definitely, it's not shiny, and there is a tiny, tiny bit of corrosion to it, enough where it's lost its shine. But I mean, it is incredibly hard to tell from gold.
Okay.
I mean, that lasts forever.
Can I bite it?
Yeah, and it is definitely solid gold.
All right, cool. Because if it's like 100% gold, it would be really soft. So
You actually do kind of bend it a little bit.
nice. All right,
Just because it's kind of long and thinner.
I'll try to
What
smooth
are
it
you-
back
are you-
out, and then I put it
Are
back
you
where I
trying
found
to
it.
figure out how old this gold is? Why not look for some other coins around? Do something else.
No, I was just testing it. It's fine.
What's the stamp on it, by the way?
Ah,
You can see on one side, it seems to be almost like a motif of. Imagine like a dragon swooping downward, and on top of it, there seems to be like a visage of a person, kind of like hold, like it's someone riding a dragon, pointing the sword up to the sky.
Hmm.
And on the other side, it's just. It seems to be some kind of city, or it seems to be like a tower. Some kind of. You can tell by the decoration it's some kind of palace, almost, you're guessing.
Hmm.
And that's why there's a couple of other words, but you don't really understand what they say. You're not really sure of the language. There's only really one word you can see that's in common. And I'll put it in the chat.
it says Bastion.
Bastion.
Oh,
Throwbacks.
Yeah. So, person riding a dragon. So, dragon riding was so important that it was minted onto a coin. Now that would be something.
well, whatever happened, they
So
don't
we-
seem to be around anymore.
To be fair, we did it once. Seems like these people
Well-
made a regular thing of it.
And as you guys are doing this, you can hear like.
Oh, dear.
Oops.
It's not aggressive, it kind of sounds like just like breathing, but it's very deep, deep breathing.
Can we tell which way it's coming from?
Like, there is only one way to go. Like, there's either outward to where you came, or that kind of like goes probably about a good 200 feet before it turns to the left and you can't see it there.
Guess
Okay.
there's no point in waiting.
Hold instead of thought.
Oh man, I'm excited.
Just like somebody pops down and is like, "Greetings, I am Parthunax and Magdila." Like, who are you? Oh, are you not the guy wanting to learn how to kill Alduin? And you're like, no,
That's the hall
Well.
down to the right.
this is all. I will be back later, Mandrak Dilon. And it just flies away, and you're like, that was weird.
Yeah, what was a wyvern doing here?
Wrong game.
Yeah.
I'll see you on
What?
Roll 6.
And then he died.
And
Yeah.
then, but no, you guys are you're just kind of standing in the hall on gold coins.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna
Well, I was-
practically skip forward.
I was still walking as I was checking out the coin.
Yeah. Like, how quiet are you guys being?
I'm not quite at all.
No, not.
No, so like making note out like stealth is what I'm asking. No,
Yeah, we're not deliberately going like smashing
There's-
things.
There's a distinct problem between thieves and dragons that I distinctly remember about, so we should probably act the opposite.
But no, you guys kind of start walking, and you can tell this place is. It's funny because like there's not stairs, but you actually start to get sloped up with the sheer amount of gold coins that are on the floor. Like there's like a 30-degree angle to like climb up this hill of gold before you kind of like you branch up, and this entire like part of the mountain has been hollowed out. You can't see the ceiling, and you can't see the end of this cave. You can just notice as far as your eyes can see, there is just a sea of gold.
That's a lot of
And I
gold.
mean, there's gold, there's platinum, rubies, jewellery, weapons, crowns. Look, like, this is like imagine like the treasury of like 1,000 kingdoms just piled up on top of one another.
This is
Been
certainly
sitting here this entire time.
And can you make me a perception check,
Okay.
Yes, boss.
No. I'm in awe.
You are just done all at the sheer amount of well. It wasn't a very hard check, so Bard and Emmy pass. You can notice that there's no real care. The funny thing is that there's very, very expensive items that just seem to be like, there's like crowns that are kind of chucked to the side. There's like swords inlaid with every kind of crystal of every single colour of the spectrum thrown off in the distance. However, as you kind of like look forward, there is an altar, and you can see like there is actually the gold coins stop around there, and you can barely see down as you're kind of looking around. And this seems to be like very, very lovingly preserved. It has like a glass case on top of it. None of the gold coins get to touch it. And you
What do
see
you want to bet?
there are 4 items currently like hiding in this glass case.
Oh shit. Well, I think that looks a bit more out of place than everything else. Why don't we go see what that is?
See what is? Sorry, I couldn't hear
The
much.
case. There's a case with 4 things in it, open-topped glass on the top of it. And there's no
Okay.
coins around it. It's been kind of cleared out.
Okay, maybe that's a meeting spot.
Maybe.
Alright. Start making our way that way.
Oh shit.
Oh, that's a sword. Some kind of gun.
Ooh.
A whip.
A whip.
A whip, yeah. That seems strange.
Oh. A whip.
Someone's being kinky.
Are they? How ornate are they? Kiron.
Compared to the rest of the building, incredibly tame. You can see like you can clearly tell the sword that has like a gold handle and a gold sheath was clearly never to be used in combat. These, you can see like going from right to left. The gun probably is the most ornate out of the 4 of them. You can tell like the woodwork clearly has like scrimshaw designs on it. It has little silver and gold patches around like the trigger guard and things like that. But that's more for like to make it look nice. You can clearly tell this is battle ready. It does have a good amount of wear to it, and it does seem like this has seen battle. As there is like nicks and cuts where it's probably been used to block some kind of attack. The sword is probably the most like battle stained sword you've ever like. Just it's probably a good half a thick. Like if you laid it on its side, half a thick length of just pure steel. And there is no ornamentation on it whatsoever. It was clearly made for, like, whoever made the sword wanted no embellishment. This was clearly to be used as a weapon, and that was it. And it looks like it would still cut, but like the blade has literally been worn down to nearly nothing. The bluntness, how often it's been used, and there is
bar metal
all over the damn thing. And then the lance is kind of the same. It's like kind of bent a little bit at the tip. It's kind of like worn away, rusty in some bits. Clearly haven't been like kept, but it's just like the sheer amount of damage that's been done to it. Just because it's age, and you can probably tell like these all look like they were used every day. These were clearly, in contrast to the rest of the room, these were definitely like someone's weapons. And you can see the whip's actually like missing the tip of it. You see, it was like kind of like hastily scribbled or like stitched back on, and it's lost its sheen. It's kind of frayed in some spots. There's even like a couple of spatters of blood around the handle, but they all seem to be held to the best of their ability.
The history behind these.
Certainly weren't just showpieces.
Well,
Again, you hear like the.
Well, they're
Are we,
obviously
like-
kept in reverence in some way. They're separate from everything else.
And you can notice as that breathes out, your feet actually kind of like rumble just from the impact of it.
So,
Do we
you
feel
know,
like a
it's
wave
like
of heat over us?
No, it's just like from the vibrations of just like how big the thing is it's breathing. You kind of like see a couple of the gold coins tumble and jingle about.
Can we see the source?
Perception check.
And before it's under a mountain of the gold.
Oh.
oh,
Oh.
Oh!
So it's with that. You can notice Barbas is kind of hanging back just because he was like, no, I'm kind of good here. You can notice like everything else is kind of still until you see like two stalagmites or stalactites. I can't remember what everyone is like from the ground up.
Stalagmites.
Grand is might.
Tights are the one that hang tight from the ceiling. Yeah.
Because there are a couple of them around, but you see two of them are moving ever so slightly. And from the base to the tip is probably like 30 feet.
oh right.
Holy
And
fuck.
there is like the cold hard realization that that is like the two apex of a dragon's horns.
Okay, remember, guys, best behavior.
Thought.
Be gone!
Is there like a area where it's like clearly cleared in order to walk up to that, or is it just?
You could, like, you would have to walk on top of like the gold a bit, but no, you could. You wouldn't be very quiet, but it's possible.
Oh.
Right, because I'm just trying to get in a way where I can actually speak, where we can speak to the dragon.
All right,
Bear in
you
mind,
guys are getting a bit closer then.
Yeah.
So that you probably get to like a good, like, 30 feet before like the horns, before you like just from under you hear. What do you want now, Sillig? I'm trying to sleep. And like even when he speaks, you know, like in Skyrim when like the Greybeards talk and do shit like around like the walls.
Yeah.
That happens whenever he opens his mouth.
Okay. Hi there. We're not Silug, we're friends of Silug.
As soon as you do that, you can just see like where you guys are, like, a rumble as you start to notice coins are like jumbling. As you guys are probably gonna have to run back quite a bit as this thing is starting to rear its head up.
oh boy.
Oh boy.
A fucking wave of coins.
What it is, it's like the the most expensive avalanche.
I'm imagining it's like the Hobbits thing with all the coins.
It just causes a chain reaction. All these like wealth and riches just sliding down, and you guys almost like get swept up in it, but you manage to hold yourself. As there is, takes a good like 30 seconds just to get the head and the neck up. As the head probably is a good like 60 feet up, and that's just the neck. As you notice, there is a of just series of like each one of them. Well, imagine see like the scales. Each one of the scales could be like a buckler.
Oh boy.
Oh wow.
This is massive. Like you know, Kvelmara.
Yep.
He's probably a good 3 times the size she was.
Oh boy.
Holy fuck.
And you notice like the red and golden scales actually have a lot of like faded at the edges. So like for a dragon to show signs of old age, that's in like the tens of thousands of years.
Damn. Red and golden. Must have been because he's been sleeping underneath all that gold for a long time.
As you notice, there was 2 very like amber / crimson eyes, and as a hybrid dragon, for what you can see, as some of the like the side and the top is like bright red, but you can tell there are like diagonal parts and like the underbelly, and then kind of like around the face is like golden. As you hear like a very deep growl, and there's like a little flick of fire as you just see. Who are you?
Hi, hi, we're friends of Silug. I'm Emmy Crescent, and these are my friends. You guys want to introduce yourselves?
Bard. Bard's my name.
Ethian.
Kind of said the eyes slowly scan each of you, kind of now. Goes a bit closer and takes a deep breath in before you see him kind of go. It seems you were talking to the old man. Fine. What do you want of me? It wasn't those insufferable wisps that sent you to me, was it?
Would it be a bad thing to say yes?
It wasn't.
That depends. You haven't come in. And there is almost like a hint of like, oh, please say it is.
What happened
What?
with the wizards?
Wizards. You can see like kind of narrows his.
Cutting out for me, by the
Yeah,
way.
you keep cutting in and out.
Same.
Oh, I thought you said wizards too when it was like wizards, and then kind of like
Oh,
narrowed
he
his
said-
eyes at you.
You said what happened with? I said what happened with the wizards.
And he was like wizards, and kind of like narrowed his eyes at you. Like he's waiting for you to explain yourself, basically.
Oh no, out of character. You said I hope those infernal wizards didn't.
No,
send
No, he
wizards."
said he'd
Wisps.
wisps.
Wisps. Oh no, that was.
That was
me.
like it was like, what the fuck are you?
What the fuck?
It's just like, yes, they did send us. They said that they directed you to, or directed us to you.
Emmy said like it would be a bad thing to say yes, and then I don't know what you said, Kieran. You just
He
cut
said
it.
that he went. That depends.
Oh, okay, that's okay.
And she was like, "Yep." You kind of see him look over for a second and be like, "I'm curious. How did you even get up this high? You're clearly not dressed for it."
No, we're not. Well, we took a ship and flew.
You have an air.
You know what an airship is?
I have forgotten more than you will ever know, child.
Okay. Well, yes. We did take an airship. It's a prototype, and we managed to come here.
Interesting. And you're from this place. Messandria, they call it.
I guess you could say that, yes.
Well, you clearly weren't intending to come here. What purpose did you serve? What was your mission? You're clearly adventurers of some kind.
Yes, we're I don't know if you
Oh,
know,
you
but
know
we're clearers.
Well, the normal, trying to stop the world from ending, that sort of thing.
You notice there's like another shudder as you hear like a small laugh from him. Clearers, adventurers, dragon rider. 1,000 different names for the same thing.
I don't know about dragon riders, but yes, we're clearers.
And
You
what
asked why we were here.
Well, I'm curious to see what clearing.
Well, right now we're trying to stop a god from dying.
You can see like that gets an eye raise out of him. A god.
Yes.
More specifically, trying to stop something from using a god to kill the rest of them.
Oh, strange. Seems the wheels of fate are turning again.
I believe that we're still under the protection of saloon, so
Saloon.
we're able to tell you
Saloon.
this. Come on, just leave me alone. I can say what I want.
Saloon.
Saloon. But yeah, Saloon is like, yeah, she put her under protection because there is a creature out there that if we tried to discuss with anyone beforehand, it would have killed us and found us instantly.
Seems. Yes. So fate decided that you were going to be the one to save this god then. Funny how the gods pick their champions, isn't it?
I suppose. I mean,
Tell me, child. Have you ever heard
ever heard of what? Sorry.
Iomade?
Have I?
No.
Oh God, no.
Okay then.
I have. From Zillig, he said that name a few times. I don't know what it means.
Iomade. Desna. Old gods for an old realm. Forgotten now. We are the fair few who remember. Not that my master ever put much faith into such things. His only religion was steel. Because he kind of looks away for a second of clearly having like an old man sentimental memory if we're kind of shaking his head a bit and going back in.
Wait, master?
Yes.
But
Because he turns his head slowly. The one who wielded that sword. Although it wasn't his last one. Piece of metal hardly considered worthy of being held by him.
Huh.
No doubt you've seen it. Poor fools have made a shrine to it. A sword, stuck in stone. No man having the power to remove it.
We've heard the legends. We were going to check it out after, well, dealing with this.
You can see that he leans down and goes, do you think any of you need to pull from its stone too?
Well, I don't know about taking it out of the stone, but it's history. It's some sort of tied to the land, so it's interesting, and it would be good enough to pay respects in regards to the person that put it there, I suppose.
It would be a shame not to try, but I don't really put my hopes up.
The sword speaks. I can hear it even now. It cries, battle. But it won't answer to just anyone. Has to be the right strength of arm, strength of character. Has to be one, at least somewhat equal to old Kyle.
what
And
happened to this?
as you say
Oh,
that, you notice he kind of looks up, as if clearly looking at something that isn't there, before going back and looking at you guys again. Maybe this was fate. That those aggravating little beings sent you into my final resting place.
That is another question. Why are you here? Is this your final home, or did you have some other plan?
Came here when the Great One, my master, and my kin, brothers and sisters, flew here to defeat an ancient evil. An evil none remember now, thankfully to them. Forgotten, down in the ruins of old Balahadar.
Bahaladar.
But when evil was destroyed, they were called. Their time on the material plane was over.
Did this evil have a name?
I dare not speak it anymore. Dead evils. No one need fear them anymore. Horrible monstrosities. They belonged in the world. Strange insectoid monsters. They could steal the hearts and minds of men. My master and our kin destroyed them. We roamed the world, every plane of existence, to make sure that not one single egg remained. And for their courage, they were given godhood. But alas, a god needs not a dragon. And as the great ones ascended, we stayed here. The four of us. To await the last great flight. Mine will come shortly. But, as fate would have it, I believe I may have one last adventure in me, if fate has called me. As my master has told me, never shy away from adversity.
You said there are 4 of you.
You kind of see
Where are they?
points to the weapon again. Aye. They are scattered throughout the land. Some wait below the ocean's wave. Some in the darkest pits. Others, I cannot say. No doubt you have seen our children, the ones who have made this council. It was us that instilled that dragons had no place fighting. To put aside gods of chromatic and metallic, to join together as one. But I don't think they take the old ways into much consideration now. Such is the ways of the young, always ignoring the old advice.
I think someone was trying to spark them into war.
If dragons go to war over, then they are stupider than what I learned.
Well, one of them, or at least one of the youngest of them, have been taken under the control of a drow.
A dragon fighting. Nothing good can come of it.
You're cutting in and out, Kieran, by the way.
Yeah, you might need to leave and come back.
Tisha needs a better mic.
Yeah.
Give me a second, I'm going to leave and come back.
Oh, he just left as soon as I said that. And then he never came back.
You know what I just noticed there? Okay,
What?
I
What?
noticed I accidentally been doing the voice of Ulysses from like New Vegas.
No.
Well, as soon as you walk in, there's like a nuke behind him. So you finally came, courier.
Me.
Yes. So what did he say about baby?
No good can come out of a dragon fighting for drow.
Yes, apparently they've taken his hoard and something really personal, maybe his soul too, and control him.
That's what they said. They had his soul.
Perhaps yours will be the one to save him. You seem heroic enough.
That's the plan, but obviously we've got to go and save for God first. Oh, the gods as well.
Seems the most pressing of matters.
We're actually on our way to go deal with a creature set to us by a contract, so we can get to the city of Diz.
Miserable place.
As you notice, like you see like a massive claw, and honestly, it's probably like the claw could easily fit all 4 of you and still have room in one of them. As in, he kind of like nudges for you to like step back a bit, and
Oh, good. Okay.
as he kind of like imagine kind of like an old man be like try and lift himself up.
All right.
As he is now, he was kind of like buried in the gold coins, but he's basically lying in bed this whole time. As you know, he starts to like stand up, and there is like just a rumble of coins as, with an explosive burst of force that actually knocks all of you off of your feet, you notice 2 big, massive wings open up, and it sends like there's for a good few seconds there is like gold coins just scattered and raining.
Tinkle, tinkle.
Ow.
As he is just kind of starting to stretch a bit, as you clearly tell, he probably hasn't moved a lot in a long time.
He's been sitting down and eating Cheetos.
Perhaps the great flight is a little further away than I thought.
Huh.
Yeah.
As he kind of he like looks up at the sky again, and you see him like whisper something draconic.
Oh, I can understand that.
You know, you see him kind of looking up, and he's like,
Master Kyle, I do not know if you can hear me. I pray that you can. I hope to see you again soon, my master. Perhaps this last quest will give me worthy of joining you in your realm. May you be the strength in my sword.
As you notice, there is like a very, very large, bright flash of light. Before you notice, there is now a human standing in front of you.
Oh,
Oh.
And he is, like, physically, he looks as old as Selig does. Like, it looks like an old man. But he is probably the most, like, muscular thing you've ever seen in your life. He has, like, 3% body fat.
God.
And it's just, imagine, like, he's probably, like, 6.5 feet tall, but he's honestly, he looks like he's, like, 4.5 feet wide. He is just pure fucking muscle.
Wow.
It's like one of those Greek statues.
Yeah.
He
Put
is
on
Herculean, like, Herculean in physique.
Oh shit.
Jeez.
And you notice he is absolutely covered in scars.
Space Marine.
As you notice, he like starts to walk towards you and kind of like gives you a slight nod and goes,
If this is what fate has decreed, if you would have me, I would join you on your quest.
Really?
Well, never refuse help from someone as strong as you.
Certainly not going to turn that down.
Only a fool defies fate. And you usually find fate on your road to avoid it. I've learned this the hard way.
Guess I'm a fool.
of course.
If you want more help defeating this being, you could always enlist the help of the other three.
Where are we to find those?
Well, it would take some time. They are scattered across this strange land, each guarding relics of our masters.
Well, what relic did you protect, other than those weapons back there?
Those are the ones I protected,
Ah.
the weapons they used most fondly.
It would help immensely to have them on our side. It's just we're on a very tight schedule, so I don't know if we'll have time.
Well, there is always time when you return from this.
True.
And 4 dragons may be the help you need to turn the tide.
4 incredibly ancient dragons.
Can I just say it's really cool to have you along. I've spoken to dragons before, and I even read Kavalmara. You probably know her.
Can I see that he gives like a small like, laugh?
Mischievous little limb, my great-granddaughter.
Yes,
So where are the others? Do you know their locations, or do you know just approximately where they would be?
It would take me time. The last time I spoke to them was millennia ago. We meet only once every few thousand years. There are 4 of us. There is I of the red and gold, the one of black, the one of blue, and the one of silver. But their names will come in time.
And as you notice, there is like a second of hesitation before he like slowly lifts up the case, and he does take a good few moments to seem to like he's praying before he grabs the sword, kind of like pulls it out. And you notice as well, like he's probably like a good 6.5 feet long. The sword's about the same height as him.
Oh boy.
As you notice, like, and he is like holding it out with like one hand and just kind of looking over it, and like this thing looks weightless the way he's holding it. But I will assist if I can.
Very well. Welcome to the team.
As you notice, he kind of looks and goes, Bard, Emmy, Ethan, Fighter, and the one back there. Is he with you? And you can see Barbas people like, hi, in the back, like, completely terrified.
Yes, Barbas is with us. He's the guy who made the ship.
Then, let us see what fate has in store for us. And as he starts to walk, he kind of like looks back and goes, oh, my name is Tishan.
Okay, welcome to the team.
The nostalgia.
Nostalgia.
Oh, I feel
So he basically just transformed himself into a human, and we're like, yeah, this is fine.
I mean,
Well, because
we knew the dragon could do it before.
you kind of see the awkward moment of like, given my size, it is difficult to fit out of the hole that I have made for myself. The unfortunateness of a dragon aging until our death. I have lived far beyond the normal constraints of my kin.
Huh. Well,
But it's not a surprise, really.
I'm sure you'll be a great help to the team. So welcome aboard. I guess.
You know, he just kind of starts to walk, and like, kind of motions for you to lead the way.
Okay. Let's go. Are you sure it's okay to leave all your stuff here? Is it no one going to come and take? Well, then again, you're at the top of a mountain. Never mind.
None would dare touch my treasure.
There's also Silug there.
True. Okay. We'll take you back to the ship and we'll start heading on our way. We'll be dropping off our friend at the actual ruins that you mentioned as well.
Don't worry, Tishan. No one in this group will betray your trust.
You kind of see he kind of like stops and just like stops for a second and goes, "You would have to try a lot harder than that to make me nervous."
I wasn't trying to make you nervous.
He's already starting to walk away. You can like get that old man like, bitch.
Okay.
Young whippersnapper.
Emmy's just looking at this guy like with awestruck eyes. It's like, he's so cool.
And like, you can see for a second that as he's waiting, he's kind of doing that like goes to swing the sword and like can like flexes a bit, tries to like stretches his arms for a bit, and then again, like this sword is fucking massive. Yeah, he's just swinging it around like it's a butter knife, just casually, just mong 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 mong.
A lightsaber.
It does kind of make like this, but like it doesn't make sword now. You just like
It's too big, too rough to be called a sword.
It's less. It's less.
Large hunk of iron.
I was gonna say it's less cutting somebody and more beating them with a girder.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, because you said it was like completely blunt.
It is definitely in need of a sharpen. Like it hasn't been used in God knows how many years.
Yeah.
I bet you can't even unscrew the pommel and end them rightly.
I mean, the pommel itself would just be like 50 pounds.
But no, so he's already started walking out and like see that he gets in the airship.
Yeah,
Is he still emanating heat?
There is probably like a good for 30 feet around him. He does emanate an aura of heat.
Nice.
Yay! So it's not cold anymore.
So Emmy's sticking as close as he can. She can.
Just starts hugging him like Grandpa.
No, but to keep warm.
God.
Actually, Grandpa.
I mean, he does look old, but he's like old and muscly as fuck. So he's like that scary guy you don't want to mess with.
Master Roshi.
Because then we find out, oh wait, we're all descended from our old characters too. I'm Carl's great somehow granddaughter.
Wouldn't that be hilarious if I was actually related to Kyle?
Oh god.
That'd be
No.
weird.
Oh god.
No.
Oh god.
So I wonder what gods they actually.
character.
I'm actually wondering what gods they became now. But we'll probably find out later.
Ethan
Part
is
of the old
somehow
pantheon.
related to. Ethan is somehow like Dom's great fucking.
No, not even Dom, the Ice Queen.
The
I mean, it would make sense. It would make sense.
Oh, she dead. She dead.
No.
Wait a minute. Oh god.
Oh
Oh
but yeah,
god.
I'd lead the direction back to the airship and.
I can't unsee it. Oh god.
I can't unsee.
Like
No,
bitching is just
gross.
runs in the family.
Shit.
But no, you can see like you see him just kind of like go. You realize, however, I hope this isn't a waste of my time.
Oh. I hope so too. But I
We
don't-
feel like just a bit impatient more than anything, as you notice. Barbara's like, should we start going?
Yes, let's head off. Are the elementals still on the ship, or are we still in the cave?
They are all like curled up on the floor.
Are they just sleeping, or are they dead?
They're not dead.
They're dead.
It's like as soon as he arrives, they just die.
You can see, they kind of like wait for you. Like the funny thing is, like they go to, they seem happy to see you, and you just see just go, and they just like
They're gone.
Oh no!
they don't like go away. They just go like 30 feet up and like
It's you have to feed them every 10 minutes or they die.
like, outside of like smacking range.
They're not Tamagotchis, God. All right. Okay, everyone aboard. I'll get the ship going. And she starts like fiddling with the stuff and levels and stuff.
Can you please roll me another piloting check, please? Let's start the adventure. Natural one.
26.
Oh, it's your dumb. Like, oh, gee whiz, fellas.
It's like somehow I just have an innate knowledge of driving these things.
Clear as
know,
guide
I know,
to
it's
aerial
weird,
accidents.
I know it's weird. I mean, what? Just got this weird knowledge of how to fly them. It's crazy, right? Whoa. Gee whiz. I mean, that's weird. Whoa. Moving on.
Yes.
Welcome to the Clearer's Guide to Aeronautics.
Just like Ethan stands up, he's like, "Well, thank you for flying at Air Clearers. I'm gonna let you know." He starts going through the safety video.
Creepiest stewardess ever.
Stewardess? What do you mean? Oh man.
You can cross-dress if you want.
Now I'm gonna say I'm just waiting for the good chance to use the Natural One song.
Yes. I start the engines and then I start going up into the air.
Wait a minute, did I just hear like a fucking sitcom theme?
That's the Natural One song.
Yeah, I heard it. Yeah. I start the shit up and then the ship.
Let's
Start the shit up.
start into Hot Fuzz. Crank that shit.
I start the shit up and then I turn her bowards and then head back the way we were going.
Backwards.
Go.
Yeah. Oh wow.
Star Wars, really? We're going into space.
Ethan, you were the chosen one. It's over, Ethan. I have the high ground. You underestimate my power.
Don't try it.
Well, no, because right now I'm just looking for the right song I had, because I had one, but I've lost it now. So just as you're going, no, by 26, no, completely naturally, just like don't even look at the controls anymore. It's just one fluid motion. In gear, pop up, string beat, string release. Start to gaze up into the air.
Captain Emmy.
She does put the hat back on.
Yeah, as you notice, the wisps are now like probably staying a good 10 feet away, but they're all like going in they've made a circle around the boat and are just kind of wisping in circular motions around it.
So wait, there are only 6 of them? Are there more that come in?
No, there are 6.
Okay.
So like I'm just driving along and I'm talking to Uncle Tishan as we're going along.
You can he is like standing at the very front of the boat with like his arms crossed.
Ooh, the edgy old man.
So yeah, the clearers. What do you know about them anyway? Saying they were dragon rides before or something?
From what I know, all I know is that whenever there are monsters or evil, organizations rise to fight them, to kill them, to destroy them. What you call clearers is merely the newest iteration. In the land I was from originally, there was many factions, countries, alignments. We had our own nation that we forged out of freedom, beauty, love, and strength. And that was governed by the Dragon Riders.
Dragon Riders.
Cloud Walkers, they called themselves.
Cool name. What happened to them?
You know, it's like he doesn't answer. He kind of starts just looking forward.
Oh. Okay, well, as you may notice, some of us aren't really human. I mean, obviously, you know that guy's a werewolf.
Yeah, you don't fucking say.
I mean, I could say that you're a were-dog.
I will admit, I was surprised to see one of the Laugna here.
Is it a name the dragons call us?
Not you.
And you kind of see like he nudges.
Her.
Oh.
Thought your kind stayed to the Sylvan Forest.
I don't know about the name, but I was raised in the forests here. I mean, I was originally from the Feywilds, but some stuff happened there that I had to leave.
Strange. Your kind had an almost vehement hatred of the prime material plane. For you to be raised here is sacrilegious almost.
Really? I had no idea about that. I mean, to be honest...
Almost a bit confused and goes,
Maybe you don't know then. Maybe not my place to say.
There's one thing that Miss Crescent here is not. It's typical.
How do you spell that, by the way? Laudner? Laudner?
can see that he holds out his hand as if like expecting a bit of parchment.
Can someone give him something because I'm kind of driving at the moment?
I've got a ton of shit. I'll give him something.
When the local occultist hands you something, I don't know if you should be worried or not.
It's a control
Just
collar.
paper and a pen, mate. Calm down.
Yeah, and you could sell your soul with fucking paper and a pen. What's your point?
Louch Nia.
It's not like I'm handing him a contract.
Oops.
I'm gonna let a business card.
Could save 15% off of my car insurance.
Being that doesn't stay in the Feywilds and
Switch to ETHCO.
despises material plane. Well, as long as I'm not looking at Barwis, as long as this doesn't leave the ship, I guess I could tell you about some stuff. So,
I'm sure that's wise.
I mean, if he's sticking with us, and I don't think anyone's going to really mess with him.
I'll stay back and let you do your thing. Mostly, I'm waiting for the sign. I
Sign.
do. Well, I do believe that fate has arranged us to meet. The powers that be will let us know soon enough.
I don't know. I mean, I could try talking to them, or well, one of them. I don't. I don't want to bother her though.
I'd focus on the road ahead.
True.
Gods are finicky creatures and don't like to be spoken to much.
I don't know. She seems kind of friendly. I count her as one of my friends. Okay.
Let us hope it stays that way. As you know, she is now sitting down at this point and starting to work on the sword to try and get some semblance of sharpness back into it as he pulls out a whetstone.
Okay. And, Amy takes that piece of paper and stuffs it in her journal because she wants to remember this so she can look them up. It's like, okay, it just keeps driving.
Okay. And where you are now, you probably don't have too much visibility because it's probably getting about 9 or 10 at night now.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is it possible to set the ship as a straight, put it in autopilot?
You can, but you don't really know how safe that would be.
I mean, all I want it to do is just go in a straight line because we're pretty much just going in one direction.
Oh no, but I mean, because of the prototype, you don't know how.
Yeah.
You
Just have the air elementals drive it.
really have right now because it's probably about midnight. Because you managed to get just down to see that you're starting to go down from the mountain, so you're in this rocky plateau around here.
Okay. Are we actually able to get the air elementals to help us go faster, or are they not with us anymore?
No, they're kind of whispering around. You do notice though, as soon as you start to get a bit lower, they've been helping you get to this point, but you've noticed they're starting to lag behind and are clearly going to get back up to the top of the mountains.
Okay. Alright, I'll be saying to them, it's thank you for helping us.
They did give all you a weird nuzzly thing and kind of seek a bit more attention before starting to wisp away.
Yeah. We hope to see you again. I'll come visit sometime.
Again, one kind of goes to follow you and just yell and go.
Oh. So, Mr. Tishan, what kind of forgive me if this is rude or not, but what kind of dragon are you? Are you a red or are you gold? Or both?
Both.
Huh. You don't usually see red and golds hanging out. That must have been quite an interesting union.
Because he slowly turns around and stares at you.
You think that's really the most polite thing you could have said?
What? It just would have been fun. I mean, I don't know
Gee,
how it would
how
work.
did your parents meet? Why don't you tell me about how your parents met and conceived you? Yes, that's very polite.
That's not what I asked.
I will say it's very interesting to see. I've never seen a hybrid before.
It wasn't exactly a joyous union. And that's about all I'll say, man.
I'm sorry for bringing it up. I didn't mean to.
It's not through uncomfortableness. It's just not a very interesting topic. My life is much more interesting once the master was revealed to me.
What was he like?
So, seems to kind of soften up a little bit as you guys are talking. Stoic. Like the mountain, we're here. Hard on the outside, but a caring man. Strong. Passionate to always strive to get better. And a good defender of those he cared about. I took many lessons from him.
He certainly sounds like a pretty interesting guy.
He was. Maybe you will meet him one day.
I can only hope. Maybe I'm about to learn something from him.
You can notice he talked. He was like, all of the great ones were in their own way. Master Kyle, Master Ash, Master Roan, Master Dom. Many were great. Can you see like there's a twitch in his eye? Some were annoying. But I do think you will see them again if fate has that in store for you. But first, what is this being you're supposed to be killing? Said you had something to destroy to get to this.
Yes, it's like Emmy just gets like all the like excitement in her face is like gone. She just immediately goes all serious. It's like, yeah, it's a gibbering mouther.
Shouldn't be too difficult.
I hope so.
Sure, make me an Arcana check, by the way, Ethan.
And then he blew up because he did the brawn.
Because I did it bad and I suck.
Talks about his life and his master.
Oh, good shit!
Good job, Ethan.
I failed miserably.
Did you?
It's a 12.
It's not terrible.
It's not bad, it's just...
Not good enough.
It's good enough.
Just not good enough.
You're probably about 95% of the way done as progress. Just the last final part of the puzzle just eludes you. Yeah,
Damn it!
I've made some progress, but just not as much as you were hoping. And I think there we'll take a wee 5-minute break because I'm going to go to the toilet.
Okay. So we'll be back in a few moments, guys. And
Break time.
see you then. I stream.
Hey, welcome back.
Hello again, dear friends.
I broke remain.
We only just came back and you already killed him.
So I was gonna say, what are you guys doing? Because the last thing you remember, it's now midnight, and the wisps have bid you farewell.
I thought you said they bid us good night. I was like, oh, we're going to sleep, are we? Alright. Well, I'll just keep driving the ship towards the sword ruins. We can drop off Barbas.
We got,
Take
like,
back another 6 hours. Is anyone keeping watch?
I'll keep watch. It's probably still really fucking cold on the deck. Well, I mean, with Tishan, maybe not.
It's warm.
Is it warm down below, Kieran?
This is insulated below, yeah.
Is there an actual quarters down below, or is it just this?
There
is
is.
like
There's like a main sleeping area, but there's like bunk beds, there's like,
okay.
hammocks.
I'm
and then
surprised
there's,
that this prototype
yeah,
had those.
Well, I rolled a natural 1.
Oh, God.
Get a bit of like water in your eye. You're like,
Oh god, oh.
I mean,
fuck.
I'm also flying the ship, so I don't know if you want me to roll one or if I'm just too busy driving.
sure. Roll me a perception check, please.
Okay.
Tishan has like a plus 15.
And they see what he has actually stats.
Not the best, but it's not a 1.
Oh god, I bump into Emmy.
You just close your eyes. You're sleepy.
Ugh.
Let me check.
Where's
So
the
what
natural 1
constitutes
music that I've been promised?
Okay.
Did he fail as well?
Nope. I just looked up what his perception mod is.
Oh god.
What, Tishan's?
Yes.
Boy,
Can you pop roll it, Liz? Oh, god.
Wow.
He's a dragon, so yeah.
He's
Yeah,
an
a
old
32.
as fuck dragon.
With eyes
You know-
like a...
Could have hold on. Yes. No, so as you're kind of watching, you're like, be careful. There's some sort of tower down there.
Tower. Do you mean the Tower of Drea?
And as you see that, you see as you notice, like little crossbow bolts or arrows fly past you.
Whoa.
Are we being shot at?
What's shooting at us?
Down there. And you notice, like, probably like on ground level, a tower that seems to be made out of like rotten and soaked wood and like bits of stone. As you notice, there are a good few just like bolts flying towards the ship now.
Okay, can we tell who they might be? Are they flying a flag or something?
Nope, no flag, no identifying colours.
I kind of want to go kill something.
What about the arrows themselves? Are they like...
You can't really see. He's like,
Have any of them actually hit the ship or no?
you can hear a couple like ting 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 ting.
Can I see if any of them are stuck in any part of the ship?
You couldn't really see them. They're on like the bottom.
Yeah, okay.
Can I start like doing like evasive maneuvers so I don't get...
Roll me a Python check.
Okay.
We need to invent some bombs to drop out of this thing.
I mean, I do have bombs, and we do have bomb runes.
That's true.
That is an
Crossbow bolts,
18!
like, what kind of sort of damage would they do to the ship?
I mean, if they're on fire, pretty bad damage.
No, you can notice like you start like using evasive action, and a good few arrows start to miss. A couple still get by, but nowhere near as much as they are just trying to pepper you guys with shots.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get out of their range. So like, because we're supposed to be above the clouds, so I don't know how they're seeing us.
How far are we outside of the cloud? Or how far up are we?
Well, you lowered down a bit now, but you're probably like a good a few 100 feet in the air.
Hey, Emmy,
Yeah.
could I have one of those explosive runes?
Sure, I guess. I tossed him one.
I'm gonna kind of heft it for a second, activate it, and then I'm gonna fucking baseball pitch it like fastball style at the tower.
Roll me an attack roll with disadvantage.
With disadvantage, okay. Just like was it like Dex mod or Strength mod?
Strength mod.
Okay.
That'll be nice.
So.
Okay.
That is still an 18.
No. You can see like a good few of the stones and shit are like knocked away as the tip like leans a tiny bit. And there's silence for a good few minutes. Before you notice like flaming bolts now we're like
Oh shit.
Yeah, might not be a good idea to piss them off.
They're shooting flaming air. Well, I mean, they were shooting at us before. What was I gonna do?
I don't know, they sounded more like warning shots than anything. They were just shooting normal
Warning
arrows,
shots
but...
that were hitting us.
Yes, but yes. Can I make the ship go higher and faster?
yeah, sure. One more piloting check, please.
Key. That's a 22.
Managed to like sift above it, and you just see like by now you're out of the effective range of the arrows, and the tower once again goes quiet.
What the fuck kind of creatures were those?
I don't know, I couldn't really make them out.
Could you see what they were, Tushin?
Couldn't see them from here. Could only see their crossbows from outside the parapets.
Were they crossbows or were they like scorpions or something?
Crossbows.
They were crossbows. They're
Well,
powerful.
we do know that there is a drow presence in the area. That might be one of their...
That little cross was where they were, where the tower is.
Where? This?
This one, yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, as I said, there was a drow entrance nearby, so maybe that's them.
To be fair, I don't think such a crude structure would be made by the drow, but I could be wrong.
It could be just a temporary one until they get the teams out.
I suppose.
Hopefully we don't run into any more.
And do you guys just fly into Baladar?
Baladar.
Was that where we wanted to stop before we made it to the Wolf Sword, or what?
Are we stopping there?
Because that would have been directly on the way. If we were there, we would have been going by it anyway. But I don't know.
I thought you were dropping off Barbas.
Yeah, we were dropping off Barbas at the Wolf Sword ruins.
That's where all the other undead were.
I get mixed up. My bad.
I mean, we can drop him off there if you want.
But like,
and he can
nobody's
walk.
gonna be there. Yeah.
See you in 2 weeks.
It's like, get off our ship.
Can't fly on your ship. Whoops.
But also, what you guys doing now? Because you guys are getting pretty tired now at this point.
I'll probably swap out. I'll probably swap out for Barbas because he probably knows how to fly this as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can see him like, are you sure we don't want to put this down somewhere? I don't know how long I'll be able to fly either.
Well, the question is, do you want to be attacked in the air or attacked on the ground?
Well, neither is preferable. I would like to have a chance to sleep, however.
Well,
Do you think the ship can't stay afloat that long?
I don't know if this voyage.
I mean, it's better safe than sorry. Maybe we should find a place to set it down.
You could. Alright. I was going to say you could see it as like a test that you could do, but we could set it down.
Well, a test without any safety, should it fail, is not really the smartest test, I think.
Well, it's performed in adverse conditions, so certainly above and beyond everything I thought. Just right.
Alright,
I also don't think you anticipated being shot at, so we should probably check the damage
Well,
done to
that's
the
the
hull.
main reason I'm a little worried. I don't know how much damage they did.
okay. If I look at the map, can I see where a suitable landing point would be?
Make me a perception check.
Perception. Oh, no, why am I putting slash perception? I just fucking... What am I doing? That is a 13. Wow.
For that, your best bet probably just somewhere that's close to food and water, somewhere that's easy to see enemies coming. Nothing really stands out to you too much.
Well... I guess we could land near the entrance to Balahadar. Because then we're near a teleportation circle if anything goes wrong, so we can make a quick escape. And if that doesn't work, there's always the entrance.
Sounds like a good idea to me.
Alright, I'll set her down. Sorry for waking you, Barbas.
See, like, kind of like a yawn. No, fine. Not used to going such long periods without rest.
Yeah, I forgot that most people don't do the adventure in life. I'll let you get back to it. And then she gets up and starts to go back to this wheel and sets the ship down near there.
Piloting check, please.
Yay.
Yay!
That is a 21.
Nope. No problem whatsoever. Just if you like Balahadar has like the ruins, you nestle it in like a little corner, so it's like safe and protected and hidden.
Alright, cool. I suppose we should probably still keep a watch out, so who wants to volunteer? I mean, Bard's already done some, so...
See if I go, I'll take first watch.
Alright. I'll see you till tomorrow. Night. Then she just goes to her room. Or a room.
Right. You can tell that it's a natural one.
What? Fighter, come on. What about the dragon? Does a dragon need sleep?
He's doing other things.
Okay.
He's doing dragony things.
He's smelling the air for the first time in centuries.
So, as you guys are kind of starting to nestle down for the night, and Fighter actually ends up dozing off himself, you are suddenly awoken by someone tapping on the top of the ship.
Who, just all of us, or just...
No, you guys would have woke up and heard it. I am terribly sorry. I'm looking for Monsieur Bardkel.
It's like Amy just puts on her armor again. It's like, alright, better prepared. And goes to check it.
That's why you walk up, getting a little bit groggy, go to look around, and as you go to check it, I think that's a good place to end it there for this session.
Wow.
Oh, cliffhanger.
Okay. We didn't need that break then.
Oh, the cliffhangers.
So we flee. Oh, she sounded French.
French.
Remember the night where and rest where a person knocks for Bard Kell. Alright. I guess that's where ending it, then I'll just save that and I'll close this. Alright. Is there anything else?
I hope you guys enjoyed.
Yes. I can hear myself, by the way.
Hey, can you guys still hear me?
Now, yep.
Okay.
So we got to find out what happens next time when we go meet whoever's trying to speak to us and then go from there. Alright. Well, I guess if we're done, I shall end the stream. So thank you all for watching, if anyone that joined in.
I love you guys.
Any that watch this.
Beep boop, motherfucker.
Yes. Alright, we'll catch you next week, Friday. Bye, stream.
Bye bye.